This is Yanille. I've spent 1,000 hours locked to RuneScape's most forgotten city, but it's finally time to escape. I've completed everything I can possibly do here. Leaving Yanille means massive new goals. In fact, I have a plan to make one chunk history, but I'll need to avoid a minefield of death chunks if I don't want to spend another 1,000 hours locked to one chunk. Welcome back to Yanille. Wow, it's weird to think that it may be one of the last times I say that because for the first time in a year, we're leaving Yanille. It's time to roll a chunk and expand my area. I'm so glad to be done killing Chaos Druids. I spent literally hundreds of hours killing over 35,000 of them just to level my magic up to 66 to get in here, the Wizards Guild. And that checked off the last few tasks on my list. Now that I've 100%ed literally everything I can in Yanille, it's time to roll a chunk, randomly picking from one of these 6 options. Man, I'm so excited. Now, this could go one of 2 ways. The extremely bad version is that I roll one of these chunks, leading me toward the death chunk, Port Khazard. I would be looking at over 2,000 games of fishing trawler to get to 81 fishing and 91 cooking, over 6 million cooking XP. Easily a multi-month long grind. On the other hand, there is an extremely good version. I desperately want to roll toward the Castle Wars lobby. Not because I want to play everybody's favorite nostalgic PvP minigame. In fact, I actually can't play Castle Wars unless I also roll the arena in addition to the lobby. This Castle Wars chunk is actually part of a much larger puzzle that I'm trying to solve, but I'll get into why later. Bottom line is that west chunks are good and east chunks are bad. Let's get to the chunk roll. Oh yeah, and this whole thing was streamed live on Twitch. Okay, here we are in the chunk picker. So let's just check out the chunk tasks one more time. Potential chunk tasks in the Tree Gnome village. We've got a couple of pickpocket a gnome. We could do that. Start a quest and obtain a giant key. Fight arena, potential chunk tasks. Just complete the fight arena quest. Hazelmere chunk, cook a spider on a stick. That's very quick. Dwarf chunk. There's a lot of things in here. This is a little unclear. We get a willow log, and we're gonna have to do some smithing, smelt a steel bar, and potentially do more than that. Gutanoth has no chunk tasks, so that's an immediate reroll. And Castle Wars has a few chunk tasks that I think aren't showing up right now, but we'll fix that in a sec. Man, I'm so nervous. I can't plan for anything. I can't control it. It's all up to chance at this point. I think I clicked this button, right? Is this the button I click? Oh shit, it did it. We got Gutanoth. Okay, that's an instant reroll, but let's go check out Gutanoth. And there you have it. The first new chunk is Gutanoth. I took the chunk rolling party for a tour of the newly accessible area, which, to be real, isn't that much. Here we are, Ogre Guards. Actually, you know, I think I can actually get through here, maybe, by giving this guy a bar of gold. I guess that's technically progression. Oh. Jeez, he just punched me out of the, what the? Oh man, wow, I did not know that was the thing. Bar of gold, I have 8 of them, so we can do one. We can do 1 gold bar. Hey, Skeldor, you're here, I didn't even see you. What's up, man? Did you bring me the gold? Yes, here it is. All right. On your way. Let's go. We're going further into Gutanoth. Let's do this. Okay, so yeah, this is as far as I can go. This cave here does not let me get further into the city. I'm pretty sure that if I go through this, we just go back to Yanille. Yeah, all right. We explored a bit more, but other than that, there's not much else to see. I can't go this way as it won't let you path over here, and this direction is blocked by progress in the Watchtower quest that I can't do. So that's all there is to do in this chunk. But before we get back to the chunk picker, how about a fun Gutanoth fact? So I've talked about the Watchtower quest a few times, which is deeply entwined with Gutanoth, both in lore and gameplay. This guy, the Watchtower Wizard, starts the quest and sends you into the city. Well, the Watchtower Wizard has a secret. When you open a dialogue with him, his chat head looks like this. But it actually looks like this. I have no idea what they were thinking here, but this is incredible. There's another strange thing about Gutanoth, but more specifically, all these caves around it. These are the Scavid Caves. If you've ever done the Watchtower quest, you know that these basically teleport you around from one cave to another until you progressed far enough to get a Scavid map. Once you do, you can access the actual caves. But do you see anything weird here? The cave entrances seem flipped horizontally from where they should be. According to the OSRS wiki, this is because someone accidentally flipped the cave map when they brought the quest over from RuneScape Classic. As you can see, the original map looked like this. Shout out to the OSRS wiki team for help with these fun facts. These type of historical development stories really entertain me, especially since I have a degree in game dev thanks to today's video sponsor, Southern New Hampshire University.
I completed their online degree program for game development last summer, and I can tell you with firsthand experience, it rocks.
I could tell you all about how you'll learn Java, C++, and Unreal Engine, but I thought I'd show you what I learned in some of my favorite classes instead. This is a game I made in GAM 303, where we learned about programming AI behavior. I designed these little guys and made them run away from the player when you get too close. I think they're pretty cute. GAM 305 was a collaborative class where I worked with a team to create this game. You run on a 2D plane, but when you get to a corner, bam, the whole perspective changes. This was a great learning experience to make it work right, and I had a blast with my teammates. I also love to think back to IT 140, my literal first class ever at SNHU, where I wrote a fun little text-based game after learning Python. This was my first programming experience ever, and I loved it. SNHU offers quality game dev education at some of the lowest rates in the nation, and you can complete your entire degree from home. If you or someone you know is interested, use my link snhu.edu/Josh for free information about the program and to see what the average game dev salary is. Thanks again to SNHU for the sponsor. Now let's get back to rolling chunks. Here we go. Let us roll another chunk. Oh my god, I am so hyped. Please, something good. Let's go! We did it! Yes! Castle Wars! Let's go! That is what I wanted. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Castle Wars is unlocked. Let's go! Okay, I need to explain why this chunk is so important. It was the one I wanted to roll the most, even though I can't play the minigame just yet. Remember, I need the arena chunk for that. No, the reason Castle Wars is so important is it lets me return here anytime for free with the Castle Wars minigame teleport. Why do we care? Well, it goes back to something I mentioned a year ago when I started this account. These portals in the Wizards Guild. Most people don't even know these exist. They teleport you to different Wizards towers around the game. I said that I could use these portals to roll their respective chunks, but only if I have a way to consistently return to my area, and now I can. This has expanded my ability to access so many different parts of the game and is crucial for my big picture goals that I'm gonna reveal in a bit. Okay, let's just double check there's actually nothing I can do here. I always thought there was like a yew tree here or like a willow tree or something. Wait, there are willow trees right there, right? Can I not get to those? I can get to those. Oh, turns out Castle Wars has 3 chunk tasks. Chop a willow tree, fletch a willow shield, and burn a willow log. So we'll quickly have to knock those out before we can roll again. Let's chop a willow tree real quick. Let's get some willow logs. Let's go, willow logs. Yo. Oh, I need to level up my fire making to burn these willow logs. Okay. Let's fletch these. We're going to make a willow short bow, a willow long bow. Last thing, a willow shield. That I think is a new bis range shield. Let's go. Look at that. New shield unlocked. The stream then became an hour of exhilarating fire-making content, but I think we can condense that down to, say, 10 seconds? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, just one more. Hey, thank you so much for the bond, Mr. Trapplefo. We are going to light one more log and get 30 fire making, baby. There we go. We can burn willow logs. Let's do it. Chunk task completed. Let's go. Burn willow logs checked off. We are now free to roll another chunk and, of course, 3 other ones. The Dark Wizard's Tower, which I don't know what tasks would be in there. The Sorcerer's Tower, which has a whole bunch, including magic logs, so that's a massive fletching grind. And the Wizard's Tower, I don't know how many chunk tasks it has. Oh, and I can finally turn in my like a million imp beads. Also, if you're wondering why I needed Castle Wars to unlock these instead of just using the Nightmare Zone teleport, I'm gonna address this and some other questions at the end of the episode, so stick around and watch the whole thing if you want to know the answer. Also, subscribe. It's free and good for your health. Castle Wars, look at the chunk tasks there. so many items. It is an insane amount of items, but it would be hype as a thing. I would love to do Castle Wars. I just think it'd be fun, and it's lots of new items for the account. Okay, here we go. Here we freaking go. Pick another chunk. Let's go, 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 let's go. Tree Gnome, let's go. Yes, Tree Gnome Village, yo. Okay, those are literally my 3 highest rated chunks. What are these rolls? Seriously, what are these rolls? Oh my God, this is insanely hype. Here we go. Unlocking the Tree Gnome Village. There it is. So there you have it. Tree Gnome Village is unlocked, along with a handful of new chunk tasks. We have to pickpocket a gnome. This requires 75 thieving and is both a skilling task and a diary task. Obtain a giant key. This comes from hill giants in the maze. Start the Tree Gnome Village quest, and there are new best in slot items. A red cape, a steel spear, and a staff. Though the staff is from Wizards and Yanille, but hey, better late than never. I totally forgot about this. Oh my God. Wait, this is so important. This is so important. This bear is a key component to my new massive goal for the account that I'm gonna talk about in a bit. But for now, think about why a bear could be so important. Anyway, after literally getting lost in the maze a few times, we finally made it to the middle and entered the village for the first time. Here we go. Through the rail. Here we are. Let's go. Oh my God, the gnomes are getting obliterated. Task number 1, we are going to pickpocket a gnome. Let's do it. Stop killing the gnomes. I need to pickpocket them. Hey, first shot. Gnome equals pickpocketed for, oh my God, is it 300 GP? Holy crap. Let's see if we can get some other fun gnome pickpocket drops. Yo, king worm. What is a king worm? What do you do with that? Oh, gold ore. Oh yeah, gold ore. Wait, that's so hype. Infinite gold bars. I don't know what that does, but that is extremely hype. All right, let's move on. Got 2 more things to do here. We've got King Bullrin, and we are starting the Tree Gnome Village quest. Here we are, out of the maze. That is done. So yeah, I guess, I mean, it looks like I could just whack a tortoise. Whoa, no! I immediately left the chunk.
Restart.
Got to start over.
Ruined big time.
Well,
Account
time
dead.
to restart the account.
The stream pretty much ended here, and not because I decided to restart the account. Actually though, huge shout out to everyone who came and made my first ever chunk roll amazing. You guys are seriously the best. If you want to be here for this type of thing in the future, follow me on Twitch and join my Discord. Both are in the video description. Logging in for the very first time since the chunk rolling stream. Man, it feels so weird. It feels so weird to log in somewhere that isn't Yanille, isn't the Chaos Druid basement. It feels like there's so much to explore, so much to talk about. My world just doubled. It's actually such a crazy feeling. Like, check this out. There's a general store here, and it sells so much interesting stuff, including bronze arrows. That's huge for range training down the line, and a chisel. That's a tool I didn't have before. This place is so weird. I love this little stone table. It's so cute. How about up these ladders? There's literally nothing here. Okay. Okay, this is actually kind of a vibe, although you can't actually get to the front of this bench. That's funny. Before I just jump into finishing the chunk tasks, I think now would be a good time to tell you about my goals for this account. I mean, we did what we set out to do, right? Chunk Yanille has escaped Yanille. So what's next? What do I hope to complete on this account? Well, there are 3 things I'd love to do, and they're all kind of connected. First of all, I'd love to complete the Watchtower quest. This means entering Gutanoth and potentially continuing south. This quest has a load of skill and item requirements that are currently beyond my reach, but as we roll more and more new chunks, they start to become more realistic. Second, I'd love to roll a chunk using the portals in the Wizards Guild. This is a little known feature of Yanille that I still haven't had the pleasure of using, so I'm looking forward to the day when I roll a portal chunk. Last, and this really is the big one, I want to unlock the Herblore skill. Yep, Herblore. I would be the first Xtreme-Onechunk Ironman to legitimately unlock the skill, and I really want to be the first. Unlocking Herblore is an incredibly complex puzzle for a one-chunk man, and I'm actually shockingly close to being able to solve it. Let me break it down. To unlock Herblore, I need to complete Druidic Ritual, a super short quest that takes place in Taverley.
Getting there is tricky, but that's where the Wizards Guild portal comes into play. I can roll the Dark Wizards Tower just 2 chunks south of the quest start. Second, Druidic Ritual requires that you bring 4 types of meat to complete the quest: beef, chicken, rat, and bear. That's why I was so excited about discovering the bear in the maze. But not only that, there's also a giant rat for rat meat. Cows in Yanille drop beef and imps drop chicken. I had to roll Tree Gnome Village if I was gonna complete this quest. I'm in a very unique position to make 1 chunk history, which makes the next few chunk rolls that much more important. This can happen, but only if I dodge death chunks and prepare for all the other possible grinds along the way. Now that you know where I'm hoping the account can go, let's get back to exploring the new area.
I just realized something. Every time I want to get in and out of here to like bank or whatever, I'll have to go such a long way around. Because yeah, this guy only takes you over there. It doesn't take you to the other side. So I guess we'll just use this opportunity to see all of the things that are in the maze. We've unlocked so many things, so many monsters. We've already fought the giant rat for the all-important raw rat meat. Literally me getting lost in this maze. Help, I'm literally lost in an actual maze. What do I do? This goblin, I am so excited to have access to these guys. They have some interesting drops for me. The black bear that we killed on stream, we also picked up the raw bear meat. Also ever so important. Hill Giants, we will revisit those guys in not too long, I'm sure. A terror bird, level 28. I don't know if I've ever killed one of these in my entire life. I'm pretty sure they have no drops. Yep, I looked it up. No drops, but bones, good old bones. I got lost again. I'm gonna have to learn this maze. Where am I walking right now? I think this was the intended mechanic of this place. Look at this, man. This may be one of my new favorite spots. Ooh, and that with the lamps? Man, this place is so picturesque. And there we go. We are out of the maze. As much as I love my mystic swag, we're gonna have to change into the new vibe. Although, look at those blue. That looks so funny. I don't know if I've ever seen somebody wearing mostly melee gear and mystic gloves and boots. That's actually so funny. But hey, they have stats. Why not, right? This is the new look. We're gonna have a cape soon, though. Oh, I'm so hype. I just ran all around Gutenoth, making sure we didn't miss anything during the stream. Can confirm we didn't miss anything. There's no way to progress further in that chunk, so it's basically locked. I also came over to Castle Wars to make sure we didn't miss anything else. I didn't explore this little part of the map. Nothing unique is over here, although there are some nice willow trees and a very picturesque little spot near the river. One thing I really didn't explore almost at all is Castle Wars itself, the literal minigame. One thing I can do, despite not actually being able to use the minigame, is I can view the minigame. This little rampart here is part of my chunk, so I can watch and see if people are in the minigame. Looks like I can't see any action going on right here, but kind of cool. Haven't gotten a chance to talk to Lanthus yet. All of these items, look at this. If I roll the Castle Wars arena chunk, I would have to get every single one of these items. Absolutely absurd. Some of these cost a ridiculous amount of tickets. And it's very nice to know that we do actually have a teleport directly to a bank now. Very cool. I don't have any emerald rings, I don't think. But someday I may be able to actually make rings of dueling and teleport here, as I have a renewable source of gold ore and emeralds. I have a lot in my bank, so that might be really useful down the line. That's pretty cool to think. All right, back in the gnome maze, it's time to pick up some upgrades. I'm super excited. And the Giant's Key as well. We're gonna check that off the list, and with those out of the way, we'll be able to roll another chunk immediately. But before we dive right in, I have what I know you're all longing for. It's time for some fun Tree Gnome Village facts. Remember those terror birds I was just talking about? They weren't always there, but what was in their place was actually much more strange. When RuneScape 2 first launched, you could find 2 orcs wandering around in this corner of the maze. And no, not these orcs. Those are orcs with a K. These were orcs with a C, and they looked like this. To quote the wiki directly, their original examine information described them as, quote, a hideous malformed elf, making them technically the first elves to be released in-game. They were only in the game for 5 months and were removed for unknown reasons. Personally, I love the way these guys look. They're the exact type of classic jank that I crave. Another fun fact that's similar to the Scavid Caves thing from earlier is that the gnome maze is also flipped horizontally. Kind of.
Many of the maps were redone entirely from RuneScape Classic to RuneScape 2, as chunks went from being 48 by 48 in RSC to the 64 by 64 chunks we know now. But if you look at things like where the quest giver is and what side the entrances are on, it definitely looks like whoever was in charge of redoing this map thought it would be better if they flipped it around. And I'm thankful they did. If this was RuneScape Classic, I probably wouldn't have been able to get into the maze from Yanille. Okay, time to get back to those best in slot item tasks. Step 1 is the red cape off the goblin. Actually, there is still one area we have yet to explore in the maze. This slider takes us down to the Tree Gnome Village dungeon. This is my first time coming down here. There are a few new types of monsters down here, the most important of which are these hobgoblins. These things have my new best in slot melee weapon, a steel spear. I am so ready to upgrade this iron scimitar, so let's kill some of these guys. I think I need a bank, and it's time to use the Castle Wars minigame telly for the first time. Guys, this is a huge moment. I have never been able to teleport before on this account, and this is absolutely crazy. Wow. Oh my god. That feels so weird. Are we gonna kill this goblin along the way for some bonus excitement? Hey, let's go. Tin ore, that is hype. Those are actually really useful for this account. Oh my god, I just realized I got the cape. New item slot. Let's freaking go. Red cape, baby. Oh my god, it looks like a real character. We got gloves, we got boots, we got a cape. 53 goblin kills for the red cape. Looking like an absolute beast. I guess season 2 of Chunk Yanille is red cape season. What do you say we go and use the general store for the first time, you guys? Oh, I forgot they have food here. Sell a dagger, sell some bronze spears. Oof, making money. Goblin mail is 16. Oh, what is this cash? Yo, there it is. Oh my god, steel spear. Look at all the attack bonuses. That is so much better. Look at me, new Chunk Yanille vibes. This is so sick. Why am I so happy about this? It's a strange day when you see a spear be best in slot, but like, that's so cool too. I mean, to me, that's like what I love about Onechunk accounts is, okay, the steel spear, not a useful item at all. Terrible item, literally trashed here, but it's an upgrade. How sick is that? I love that. All right, with the new best in slot weapon, it's time to grab my first ever staff on the account. I should have done this before leaving Yanille, but I don't think it'll take too long. All right, well, I guess we're done here. That was good. I would say that was lucky. You know what? Actually, there's something I have to do. There's something I absolutely must do before I move on. This is a moment I've been waiting for so long. Auto casting on Salarin the Twisted. What is this? This is a day that I honestly just never thought would come. Boom. That was joy that I have not experienced until this moment. Okay, to the hill giants. I'm bringing the money, by the way, because if I need food, I don't think I will, but if I need it, I can buy it. The general store. No, 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 no.
Oh,
Account ruined. Reroll.
This is my punishment. Fanfare 3, full blast. This is my punishment. Sad day. Okay, we are looking for just one more item before we can roll another chunk, the giant key. Time to slap some hill giants. Hey, 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 hey. There we go. Giant key achieved. Freaking broadcasting to the clan chat and everything. For the giant's key, only 67 hill giants. I felt like I killed a lot more than 67 hill giants, but only 67 hill giants. And with that, the chunk tasks are once again complete, which means we get to roll another chunk. This only took about a day. I'm really enjoying this faster pace of unlocking content. Okay, let's do it. Here we go. Back in the chunk picker yet again. It's time to roll another chunk. We just completed the last task, obtain a giant key. A lot of chunks available, a lot of them good, a lot of them bad. Let's see what we get. Ooh, I'm nervous, I'm nervous, I'm nervous. I really want 2 or 10. 2 or 10, that's what I'm going for. Oh my god. Oh, let's go! What? How am I this lucky, you guys? Oh my god, look at all the tasks. Oh my god. Castle Wars has been unlocked. We get to freaking play Castle Wars. Unlocking the chunk. Chunk. Unlocked. We can play Castle Wars. Let's go. 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 That is so sick. So, as you just saw, our chunk rolling streak ends here with Castle Wars. The chunk task list is now full of items, and the grind to get all of them is back to long. Let me break down what Castle Wars means for the account. Castle Wars has a huge reward shop full of items that can be purchased for tickets won through the minigame. For reference, a single game of Castle Wars takes 22 minutes, 20 for the game plus 2 in the waiting room, for a maximum reward of 3 tickets per game. There are 3 main tiers of reward armor. The red decorative set, which is like full steel, costs 44 tickets in total. The white decorative set, which is like mithril, costs 440 tickets. And the gold decorative set, which is like adamant, costs a whopping 4,400 tickets for everything. Now, even just with some quick math, you may be thinking, that's a lot of Castle Wars. Over 600 hours. Well, I have a solution for that, but we're still not done talking about the tasks. There's also the decorative magic armor, 90 tickets, the decorative ranged armor, 110 tickets, the Saradomin and Zamorak Castle Wars gear, 120 tickets each, and the 3 God Halos, 225 total. While this gear is going to take a long time to get, there are tons of upgrades here to look forward to. I especially have my eye on the gold decorative sword, which is like an adamant longsword, a massive upgrade over my current melee options. So, how am I going to get all of these items, which total 5,549 tickets? I mean, you may notice that I seem more excited than scared of this long grind. Well, that's because the Castle Wars reward shop has the greatest refund policy known to man. 100% refund. You can sell any item back to the shop for full value, and it still fills out the collection log. That means that rather than over 5,000 tickets, I only need 800. That's the cost of the most expensive reward being the gold decorative plate body. With 800 tickets, I can buy and sell back all of the items while still walking away with a very solid new gear setup when I'm done. That puts this grind in the ballpark of around 100 hours. And what better way to get started than playing some Castle Wars? So here's how this is gonna work. Everybody deposit all of your items. The only items that are allowed are items that I have in my bank, okay? So you can bring Mystic, you can bring a staff, you can bring my melee setup that I have on me right now. You can't bring any ranged weapons except for iron knives. Iron knives are the only ranged weapon you're allowed. You can use an iron kite and an iron sim. Oh, and I guess you can bring chaos runes, okay? Oh, I guess I could probably throw these lamps on Hunter now, huh? Since I'm gonna be here for a couple hundred hours. There is Hunter level 10 and Hunter level 11. Get in here. It's go time. Go, 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 go. Team Zamorak, let's go.
Do you guys have prayers?
Okay, that's good. That's good. What is this? Is this Castle Wars Brew? I don't know how to play this game. Help. Oh my god, I just maxed to 13. How do I get in? I have to break it down? Somebody break down this door. Where do you go in this game? You'll never catch me alive. Oh, a pickaxe. Wait, can I mine? This might be so hype. Stop attacking me. I need to find out if I can mine the rocks. Does this give me mining XP? It doesn't give mining XP. All right, you can kill me. You'll never take me alive. My first PvP death. Good stuff. Check out this hot flicking. Ooh, we got him. He's going down. Let's go, Goon Sam, sit. My first PvP kill. I'm out of prayer. Help. Willow shield, give me magic defense. Wait, what happened? What did I do? Did I lose it? Oh my god, I just got freaking fried. Get Mudkip, you're going down. Let's go, let's go. We won the first Castle Wars. We captured once and killed 4 enemies. Dude, this is such a well-balanced minigame. I love this.
I was about to get one and win. Damn it. And at the end of day 1 of stream, I am left with an arrow over my head and 3 Castle Wars tickets. The beginning of a big era for Chunk Yanille. This is gonna be fun. So before we end the episode, I just want to address something. One thing about chunk rolling is that it always tends to bring up a lot of questions about chunk tasks and other general account rule things. I left this for the end of the episode because I know only my most devoted watchers would care about this type of rules jargon, but I have put together something special. The Chunk Yanille Q&A speed round. We're gonna address 5 of my most frequently asked questions/comments at lightning speed, so let's get to it. Question number 1. Why do I need Castle Wars for the minigame teleport when I already have Nightmare Zone? I got a lot of comments about the Nightmare Zone teleport. However, one little known restriction on this teleport is that it requires 5 quests with bosses be completed. Otherwise, your brain is insufficiently experienced. Question number 2. Why not go for the magic skill cape? This is usually paired with question number 3. Can't you use the rune store to help train magic now? I established in episode 1 that I won't be going for any skill capes. That's not the type of series I want to make, and that's been true since the beginning. But even if I was going for the skill cape, I can't use the rune store in the Wizards Guild because it requires completion of Hand in the Sand. This was an anti-botting change that, shocker, didn't really seem to stop bots and just stops me. Question number 4. Why don't you get a spade from the gardener to harvest your wild blood hops? You would think that this is a reasonable suggestion, but none of these farmers sell spades and never have. Checkmate, spade theists. Question number 5. Don't you need to smelt a steel bar / insert other chunk task that originates outside my chunk? Answer. Nope. Chunk tasks are only required if they're actually in my chunk. For example, the dwarves drop coal, but they're not in my chunk, so they don't actually create any chunk tasks. I was just using them as bonus content since they occasionally wander in. This was made explicitly clear early on as well. And that concludes the Q&A speed round. If you have more questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and I'll get around to them next time. What a journey this episode has been. I'm so excited to play some Castle Wars. Actually, I've already started recording the next episode, and I can tell you, it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Why'd you drop it?
No, I was a mistake. I didn't try to drop it.
Boston switcheroo. Do the Boston switcheroo.
Boston switcheroo, baby! Castle Wars is still the best game in a game ever made.
Subscribe right now if you don't want to miss the most insane game of Castle Wars ever played coming next episode. Until then, drop a like, a comment, check out the OST playlist, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.